Dr. Lenny, and welcome to my Carnivore channel. Today, I got my notes so I don't get lost, but today I'm going to tell you, kind of how I got started on Carnivore and what keeps me going on Carnivore, because it is sometimes challenging and difficult, but how I got started on Carnivore basically is because I was completely and totally frustrated with me, with my diet, with my emotional space in my diet. And what do I mean by that? I would go to the refrigerator and stare at that freaking thing for 20 times a day. I knew what was in there, but I was just always hungry. I mean, I was completely hungry, and I would swing 5, 6, 7, 8 pounds in a week or two. I mean, it was just crazy. And what I'd eat during the week was, spirulina drink for breakfast, a protein drink for lunch, and then maybe I'd have a little salad, have a big salad, and maybe a piece of fish or chicken or not. I tried to eliminate all the high fat, no beef for sure. Beef was, twice a year or whatever. No fat, high fat anything, And but I was so frustrated with these huge swings and weight gains, and I also knew that I was getting sicker and sicker. I knew it. I wasn't taking. I'm 67 years old, pretty good shape. I exercise a lot. I'll talk a little more about that, but I do exercise a lot: swim, yoga, walking, bicycle, lifting weights, whatever. And I love to exercise. I'm one of those unique people that loves to exercise. I like doing it in my spare time. So there I was, but again, I was really tired of these huge weight swings and just getting sicker and sicker. So I call that my leverage. Me having these weight gains and getting bloated and getting sicker and sicker was my leverage. Like, people always say, oh, you have strong will to be able to do the carnivore diet. I say that I have leverage. My leverage is mostly pain. I get in bed at night and I couldn't put two joints together. My feet couldn't lay together because one joint or the other would end up in pain if I laid that way for 2 or 3 hours, or for 2 or 3 minutes when I talk about hours. So that was my leverage. I just noticed, I felt like I was on the verge of heart attack or stroke or diabetes or, something that was going to propel me to be stuck on those medications that a lot of my friends were on at 67 for the rest of my life, and I absolutely positively did not want to do that. So I said leverage. Now, what was my number one stumbling block was my brain. My brain hearing, this, friends, family, society, how horrible it is to eat red meat. It's the worst thing in the world, right? Killing the environment, killing the world, killing the economics. It's so expensive. It's blah, 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 blah. That was my biggest setback to eating meat. Now, I had done Atkins diet, loved it. I did keto diet and loved it many years ago. So I had that experience, especially with the Atkins diet. I loved it. But, I had a lot of friends that did yoga, and they're all vegetarian or vegan or whatever. Of course, they're getting sicker and sicker too, what I noticed. Anyway, I got my leverage, a lot of pain, want to get rid of the pain. Now, what helped me, I had a friend that was doing this, and he turned me on to Ken Berry, and that was seriously what helped me. Watching Ken Berry, Nutrition with Judy, Steak and Butter Gal, those are just a couple. There's a lot of people out there now. I started watching a ton of videos, and that just gave me the confidence to just do it. So March 16th, I said, the heck with it, I'm doing it. Watched a bunch of videos. By the way, on the videos, I put it at 1.5 speed. I have a portable speaker, so I bring it into the kitchen, and while I'm making my meals or washing dishes or whatever, I'll put the portable speaker in there and do all my things. So I'm listening to the YouTube while I'm in the kitchen. The first 2 weeks, I was obsessed with variety. So I was eating chicken, fish, turkey, a little bit of beef, a lot of pork. And I was just obsessed with variety because I was thinking, well, if I'm going to do this long term, I got to get the variety in there, right? But I realized very soon, I also was doing dairy products and heavy cream and yogurt. I just realized very soon that variety just didn't work for me. Really interesting, though, was I got great results even doing the variety. But I kept watching the videos, and I kept hearing BBB&E, intermittent fasting, 1 meal a day, 2 meals a day, don't eat for 18 hours. I started hearing a lot of those buzzwords that they use. So I thought, let's do it. So a couple weeks in, after getting amazing results with all that variety, I decided to go for BBB&E, so beef, bacon, butter, and eggs. And since then, I've even gotten rid of the butter, and I made ghee. And you know what? That made another notch level, because I realized that I, particularly, am extraordinarily sensitive to all these foods. If I eat chicken, I get a little weird reaction. If I eat yogurt, I get weird reaction. I'm not explaining the weird, but I'll get like bloating, I'll get gassy, I'll get maybe a little bit of pain, I'll just feel a little nauseous, a little dizzy, so that's what I mean by weird. So I'm over the variety at this point. I figured, hey, if I'm going to do this, I'm going to do it for 30 days at a time, BBB&E, that 1 day at a time kind of thing, and that's what I'm doing. Well, now it's been, 2.5 months of BBB&E, and I'm telling you, I feel amazing. I mean, amazing. Now, a couple weeks into this, I got the keto flu, even though I was doing carnivore. A lot of diarrhea, a lot of stomach bubbling, but I didn't care because I had such amazing results with all my symptoms going away that, all right, and I knew that I was going to get the diarrhea because everybody else does, so just got to back off on the fat a little bit. If you're getting it really bad, you might want to eat a little green vegetables or something, or I think what helped some people, they did some chia seeds. They would drink a little bit of chia seeds with some water. That would kind of give their belly a little bit of bulk in there. Took away some of the diarrhea. I didn't do that. I just persevered through the diarrhea. It lasted a couple of weeks, but even with that, if I ate food, beef mostly, right, or eggs, I was completely satiated. I haven't gone to the refrigerator in months and opened the door and just stare. I used to go and stare at the refrigerator 20 times a day. I knew what was in there, but I'd still do it. It was amazing. And I just craved food 24/7. It was amazing. And that was like for 65 years, I craved food. I just couldn't not get away from food. And it wasn't junk food. I ate really good, but I just wanted to eat all day long, because I realized that my body was starving. Now that I'm eating just BBB&E, I'm not starving. I don't even think about food. It's so refreshing. I don't think about food at all throughout the day. Till 2 o'clock in the afternoon when I'm hungry, I think about food. I eat, I'm done. So, by the way, I also made another mistake because they talk about electrolytes. And so I started doing electrolytes, and there I was, right? Magnesium and salt, and where are the other ones? I was taking all these electrolytes. Well, if you want to get serious diarrhea, take too many electrolytes. So if you do a lot of fat, then you do too much electrolytes, you're going to get some serious diarrhea. So because it's a salt flush, right? So don't do that. Ease your way into the electrolytes as well, so that you don't get serious diarrhea on that. Okay. Just thinking, I'm 3 weeks in, I wasn't getting any more diarrhea. That pretty much subsided. But what I was getting was some serious hot flashes and heart palpitations. Oh my God, they were crazy. Now what was interesting was I was getting heart palpitations, and I was getting hot flashes, but I wasn't sweating in bed at night. I used to go to bed and sleep, and I'd wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning, and I'd be in a puddle of water every single night, and that was gone. I was hot, but I wasn't sweating in the bed at night anymore, which I find to be pretty interesting. But that's another change that's gone. My bowel movements are good. They're very stable now. Maybe every other day, sometimes every day, but pretty good, right? I haven't lost any weight. I'm 207 pounds, and I've been 207 pounds the whole time, but I haven't gained any weight. And I have never been stable weight ever in my life. I would always fluctuate 5 to 10 pounds up or down, from 200 to 210, 200 to 210, and I was really, I'd hit 210, I would do my master cleanse for 3 or 4 days, get back down to 200, and then be fine for a week, and then inch my way back up to 210, do the master cleanse for 3 days, get down to 200. That's what I was doing my whole life. Really, really frustrating. That was my leverage. So I'm sticking to BBB&E. All my symptoms are going away. I've leveled off a little bit. I've got a little bit of pain in the feet, a little bit of pain in my hands, but I'll tell you why I have those pains. They're different because I'm running, I'm walking faster, I'm swimming harder, I'm lifting more weights, I'm on the bike going faster. So it's like I'm getting these little injuries now because I'm doing more. As a chiropractor, I always told my patients, don't do that, build yourself up slow, but I'm like everybody else. I just jump in there when I can do it. But I still feel totally amazing. My next goal is to lose that 7 pounds and get to 200 pounds. So I'm going to start eating a little bit less and just try to go to 1 meal per day. So anyway, that's my story. I'm sticking to it. I'll do some more videos. If you want coaching on how to do this carnivore diet, I'm happy to talk to you, text you, email you, whatever, and I'll coach you on how to do this. Just leave me a comment here. Please like my video, subscribe to the channel, and then maybe I can do more videos. Have a wonderful day, and allow that light to shine bright within you so it guides you home. Keep doing it, brothers and sisters. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye now.